very happy to be able to do this to help us all come together, take a breath and a moment of stillness and silence. Oh, great, Anna. This is your first day. Fantastic. Super. And we are right on the hour. So I will start and formally begin our session. Welcome. My name is Kirti Khalsa. I'm the CEO of the Alzheimer's Research and Prevention Foundation. And it's my distinct pleasure to welcome Stacee Johnson, our teacher for today. Some people have asked about the music, and so today we're posting the link to both the downloadable music and the CD, because we've noticed that the downloadable version has some issues for or creates issues for Mac users. So if you do have a Mac, you might want to consider getting the CD. Or if you're not very computer savvy, same thing. We have both options. But anyway, back to Stacee. Stacee has been practicing yoga since 1999. Through the Prana Kriya School of Yoga Healing Arts, developed by Yogananda Michael Carroll, Stacee completed both her 500-hour certification and prenatal yoga training. Stacee originally started her yoga practice as a way to relieve her migraine symptoms and reduce stress, but quickly became intrigued by the many benefits of yoga. She maintains that yoga brings a sense of serenity to her life, and she's passionate about helping her students find that within themselves. Stacee founded Stay Centered Yoga, and she's joining us from the Washington, D.C. area. And for those who want to connect with her, whether in person or virtually, her website is staycenteredyoga.com. I believe Chelsea's putting the correct link in the chat. She's also on Facebook and Instagram. So without further ado, Stacee, I will pass it on to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirti. Thank you. And hello to everybody. It's great to be in connection with so many people, to come together to celebrate Brain Awareness Week. But along with that, I also want to start by congratulating this wonderful organization that is putting this on, the Alzheimer's Research and Prevention Foundation. Do you know this is their 29th year of doing this work? 29 years. And what a great feat that is. So thank you to Dr. Dharma, to Kirti, and the rest of the team that have been behind the scenes and in front, putting together some great research for Alzheimer's prevention. And I really want to emphasize that, because Alzheimer's and prevention are not two words that you often hear in the same sentence, right? They have been doing the work and the research to offer us education, all of us, education on how we can do for ourselves to improve cognitive function, so that hopefully in the event of preventing Alzheimer's, or at least warding off or having some improved results. And they've brought Kirtan Kriya as part of their focus of their research, and that is what we are here together as a community practicing this week. I first came to the organization really because Alzheimer's affects my family pretty greatly, particularly on my dad's side of the family. It hits the women in the family pretty hard. So I've seen my grandmother and some of her siblings all succumb to the disease. And if you know anybody that's had it, you know it's a pretty hard process to watch. Someone that you know and that you love change over time because of this disease. So if there's anything that I can do for myself, knowing that I'm kind of in that line of the family, to help prevent it or to ward off or improve my chances of not having the disease, then I'm all for it. So Kirtan Kriya is what we are here as a community today to practice. And I'm going to give you a little bit of guidelines, so no worries if this is your first time doing this meditation or whether you're an old pro. I give you some little tips that you can take into the practice with you today. First and foremost, you want to be comfortable. So you see I'm seated here in a chair. So you can do this meditation certainly seated. You can also do it on the floor. So if you're comfortable being on the floor, making sure that you have enough cushion underneath of you to be comfortable, and in a space where you can create a long spine. If you are seated in a chair, try to make sure that you are seated so that your feet are flat on the ground. Okay, if your legs of your chair are a little higher than, or longer I should say, than your legs, you might want to bring something underneath of your feet to help balance it out. Something like a yoga block, maybe a book, or anything that you have around you, a box even, that can steady your weight, just to give you something to ground into. Okay, so once you have a comfortable space in order to do this meditation, look around, make sure there's nothing in the room that will disrupt you. So if you have a phone or anything else that might ring or disturb you as we go through our 12 minutes of Kirtan Kriya today, take a moment and just slip that off or place it on silent. Give yourself this opportunity to really dive into our meditation today. There are really 3 different focus points of the meditation. There's the mantra, there's mudra, and there's visualization. Mantra, mudra, and visualization. So we're going to work through all 3 of those parts and see how we can bring them together for the meditation. First, mantra, the sounds that we'll be creating. Okay. The way that this meditation happens is we're going to start saying the mantra out loud. We'll do that for 2 minutes, and then we'll drop it down to a whisper, doing it for 2 minutes. We will then continue the mantra silently for 4 minutes, and then we'll come back up to 2 minutes of a whisper, and then back up to out loud. What is it that we will be saying during that time? Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Okay, so those are how we're going to break this down here for the mantra portion of our meditation. Next is the mudra portion. Mudra, or hand gestures that we'll bring in to the meditation, coordinate with the mantra. The thumb will touch each fingertip. Go through each one of the fingers upon each syllable of the chant. Sa, first finger and the thumb touch. Ta, middle finger. Na, ring fingers. And then finally, ma, our small fingers or pinky fingers. Sa, ta, na, ma. You want to try to have your arms as relaxed as you can. Your hands can rest there on your body. This is going to be good for both if you are seated in a chair or you are down onto the ground. Allow the wrists to rest, the palms open, so that we can continue through coordinating the mantra and the mudra. Sa, ta, na, ma. Third and final portion that we'll add in is visualization. So the visualization also coordinates with everything else that we've done, the mantra and the mudra. The visualization happens with, again, each syllable. It's like a light, a bright light coming down through the center of our head, out through the crown of the head, and then straight out here at the third eye point. So sa, ta, na, ma. Okay, that visualization of white, bright light down through and out through the center. Sa, ta, na, ma. Okay, putting that all together into a wonderful meditation, the Kirtan Kriya. Why do we want to do this? Well, the research that the organization has done is vast. We don't have much time to go into all of it, but what it has proven and shown is that doing this meditation, even for just 12 minutes a day, which we'll do here today, can help to increase your brain function. Literally, they've shown on film where parts of the brain that really work towards memory start to light up. And that's what we need, right? Brain awareness here this week. Let's do Kirtan Kriya together. Start by finding yourself in a nice comfortable space. We will be doing it with a track today, the music track that Kirti mentioned, so that you can get accustomed to it. This is a great way to start. So if you have not done Kirtan Kriya before, doing it with the music will already kind of guide you through. So you don't have to think about, okay, when do I stop out loud and go to a whisper? When now do I go silent? And so on and so forth. So we'll start the track here and allow ourselves to begin. Drop your eye gaze
Satanama, 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 Satanama.
comfortably right there where they are, the eyes still remaining closed. Take in any sensations that you feel. And start to guide movement into your toes and fingers. Let your arms rest down at your side. On your next inhalation, take a big breath. Reach the arms out, stretch and guide them overhead. As you exhale, join the palms together to rest down at your heart. One more time, big breath in. Reach the arms down, out and up. Join the palms together and rest right there at your heart. When it feels right, let the eyes begin to blink open. And take a moment and just thank yourself for taking this time out to do something good for you today. And just as I thank you all for joining in for this Kirtan meditation, Sat Nam.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you, Stacee.
Thank you, Kirti.
Somebody asked if it's normal that you feel sleepy during the meditation. And the answer is yes. Of course, because you're relaxing. And so, we we correlate relaxation with sleepy. So it's okay. It's normal. It's a normal thing to feel sleepy, maybe yawn. Because the meditation is really for the brain and to activate the brain. Of course, if you need to sleep, you need to sleep, right? So that's important. But also, try to if you keep that focus, that's why the focus is an important part, because it keeps you from kind of, falling asleep or getting really sleepy. So you keep that focus. When you realize that you're maybe starting to doze, you can think, oh, let me go back to my focus. What is my focus? Is the element, form of meditation, of concentration. So you go back to that focus, and it keeps you. So this meditation has two effects. It relaxes you and it activates the brain, which they're not, opposite effects. It can happen at the same time. In fact, it's the best way. Why should we be all alert and stressed? We don't need to. We can be relaxed and alert. So that's the effect of the meditation. Sorry. Chelsea, would you like to tell us some more questions?
Yes, so Stacey, something that we get a lot is people have trouble with the visualization. Do you have any tips you can offer for that?
Yeah, so I do admit when I first started practicing it was the one element out of the three, the mantra and the mudra, I was pretty much okay with, but adding in that visualization, it was like, okay, I'm supposed to be kind of like centered here, but it was too much stimulation for me starting right out. So my suggestion to you is if you are just starting out, do the elements that work best for you first. If it's concentrating on just the mudra and listening to the track so that you get accustomed to the mantra, do that, or vice versa, right? And then add in and layer in the other pieces. Now, ultimately, the meditation is designed to do all three, but we have to work with where we are, right? We have to work with where we are. So find what's going to work for you, work from that place, and when it feels right to start to add in another piece, do so until you feel comfortable with the visualization being added in.
you. Can you also talk about how our breathing should be?
So, yeah, breathing can be a little tricky, right? When you're trying to get the mantra and kind of singing along, if you will. Let your breath flow more naturally. So, we already have a lot going on to understand how to do the mantra and the mudra and the visualization. Let your breath flow more naturally. So, that can be a part where we don't have to think so much about what to do. Let it just kind of flow in a more natural state. If you find that you're doing the mantra and you're losing your breath, take a moment of pause, right? Take a moment of pause and then begin again. Begin again.
So here's a question I haven't seen yet through this challenge. What is the significance of the third eye?
Mm.
And we have 1 minute left.
Kurti, did you want to take that one? Talking about the
Sure.
point in the brain.
Well, to make it really simple, because we're running out of time, the third eye is really the center of intuition and higher living and higher purpose in the yoga philosophy. To make it very, very basic and simple, but that's why a lot of meditation and even postures and even breathing, sometimes breathing attention goes to the third eye, because it's supposed to be an elevating, focusing on what is elevated in our being, what is a higher level of ourselves. So our intuition, our awareness. So, and with this, we will let you go. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm thinking that we are collecting all your questions. What we'll probably do is we'll type up a document and send it out after the week is over, and we'll address all these questions if that sounds okay. And so with this, I hope you're all feeling wonderful. Thank you so much, Stacee. We loved having you, and thank you so much to all of you for coming. And of course, we loved having you, because that's all about you. So have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't miss it. Bye.